In a major development for the cryptocurrency and financial sectors, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has approved the launch of 3 XRP futures-based exchange-traded funds ETFs from ProShares Trust. These ETFs are scheduled to debut on April 30, 2025, on major U.S. exchanges, marking a significant milestone in the evolving relationship between digital assets and traditional financial markets. The newly approved products include the ProShares Ultra XRP ETF, designed to offer investors 2x leveraged exposure to XRP futures contracts, aiming to deliver twice the daily performance of XRP futures. The ProShares Ultra Short XRP ETF offers 2x inverse exposure, allowing investors to profit when XRP futures decline in value. The ProShares Short XRP ETF provides 1x inverse exposure to daily XRP futures performance. These funds will not directly hold XRP, differentiating them from spot ETFs that track the actual price of the cryptocurrency. Instead, they will derive their value from XRP futures contracts traded on regulated futures exchanges. This structure allows investors to gain exposure to XRP price movements without the risks associated with directly managing or storing cryptocurrency assets. The SEC's approval has already had a tangible impact on the cryptocurrency market. XRP surged to over $2.2 within hours of the news breaking and is currently trading around $2.25, reflecting renewed investor confidence and heightened trading activity. Analysts attribute this spike to growing optimism that further regulatory acceptance of XRP products could eventually lead to the approval of spot XRP ETFs in the future. This move by the SEC is seen as a significant advancement for XRP, especially considering the token's complicated legal history with U.S. regulators. While the approval is currently limited to futures-based ETFs, it signals a broader shift in regulatory attitudes towards XRP and possibly toward other alternative cryptocurrencies beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum. Earlier this year, Brazil approved the world's first XRP spot ETF, giving XRP a foothold in regulated investment products on an international scale. Now, with the U.S. approving XRP futures ETFs, XRP's profile within global financial systems is expected to grow even further. Industry experts believe the launch of these ETFs could enhance XRP's liquidity, attract institutional investors, and potentially serve as a precursor to future spot ETF approvals in the United States. Furthermore, the arrival of these products may provide more sophisticated trading strategies for investors, including hedging against XRP price volatility. The approval also reflects a broader trend of increasing interest in cryptocurrency ETFs under the current regulatory environment. Following the success of Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETFs, financial institutions have been pushing for a wider range of crypto-based investment products. ProShares, known for launching the first Bitcoin futures ETF in 2021, appears poised to replicate its success with XRP. Market watchers are closely monitoring how the SEC's approval of ProShares XRP ETFs will influence other pending crypto ETF applications, particularly for tokens such as Solana Sol and Cardano ADA, which are gaining traction among institutional and retail investors alike. The SEC's approval of ProShares XRP futures ETFs represents a watershed moment for both XRP and the broader cryptocurrency market. It reaffirms that traditional financial markets and regulatory institutions are increasingly willing to accommodate blockchain-based assets, albeit cautiously. As XRP prepares for its April 30th futures ETF launch, the world will be watching closely to see how investors, institutions, and the broader financial landscape respond to this historic integration of cryptocurrency into the heart of regulated U.S. markets. Stay tuned to Red Pepper News for more real-time updates and in-depth analysis on this evolving story.